and we have another thrilling showdown for you. Juniors against collegiate players. We'll get into it here in just 1 second. Got a mix of ASU and GCU. They don't usually like each other, but they're pairing up right now against a pair of juniors. Eric Cooper on the broadcast with you. Get to that in a second. Eric, what do we got here?
Yeah, we've got Haley Kealoha and Allie from GCU pairing up against two youngsters, Aline Morales and Volley Johnson. Aline is 14 and Volley's 15.
And don't mistake that, they are very good players as well. And we'll get going on their profiles in just a second. Wow, great shot there from Volley Johnson.
Yeah, so in this matchup, we do have two lefties. They're both playing on the right side, and the righties are playing on the left side. We are doing side-out scoring, and we are playing to 15. And we are going to switch sides at 8.
Just like you mentioned, the side-out scoring. We did rally scoring the last time to 21. Now that we're going to 15. Like you mentioned, Eric. What are we looking for? Obviously, this is an exhibition special showcase, but what are we looking out for?
I'd like to see the youngsters. I was assuming they were going to have some nerves, and it doesn't look like that is the case.
Well, you mentioned in the warm-ups just how good those juniors were. See what they're made of here. As Kealoha makes a mistake.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest things about the game of pickleball. You can play it at any age, pretty much. If you have not gotten beat by a 70-year-old or a teenager, then you probably just haven't played enough pickleball yet. So we'll see how this one goes.
I guess I haven't played enough pickleball yet, Eric. I haven't done that quite yet. I have to get going down that trail. As junior serving now.
It's a great drive.
Really going after Haley right now.
Yeah.
Any reason that you see they're going after Haley?
Well, that one in particular, the return went to Aline, and so it was just an easier drive to go at Haley. I don't think they're specifically targeting her. I think some of the returns are going cross-court from her.
So 4-1, the juniors have the lead over the collegiates. Just sailing out. And that'll be a point for the mixed collegiates. We saw Allie and Haley square off earlier in the first matchup. Allie and Haley both playing the mixed doubles the last match we saw on this court.
A little unlucky there for Allie. In the middle of that point, Aline with a really great one-handed backhand flick that I don't see many women have, let alone a 14-year-old. A little bit too much there from Volley. You know, if you're going to hit that third shot drive, that's great, but that fifth shot's got to be a drop there.
Mistake there from Volley. You mentioned 14 and 15, but they're really good players. And a lot of it now, pickleball growing so fast around the country, that these players are starting when they're really young, and you can see that right here. They may have been only 14, but they may have been playing for 4 or 5 years by this point. You can see the confidence growing.
Right, and the juniors actually have the advantage in terms of duper. Their duper is actually almost 1.5 points higher than the college players.
Mistake there. College players are starting to impose their will a little bit here. Still down low.
This is the best point of the match by far.
shot from
Goodness
Haley.
gracious. That was a great rally all the way around.
Great way it ended as well. That first volley from Haley. Juniors get a point back, tied up at 4 right now.
Back to that really great point. Haley hit a pretty not great lob, but for those of you watching, even if you don't hit a great lob, she did a great job just staying in the point and resetting the next shot. Very good volley there from Aline to finish that point off, going down the middle.
Look at the defense, though, for Hallie Evanson there. She had to stretch across, going the wrong direction, somehow still got it. So that was spectacular defense despite the loss of point there. And Aline just a little bit too excited, makes a mistake. Still 4-4. Great shot there from Haley, but great defense. Wow, what great volley there from Volley Johnson there. Now it's 5-4. Gets back in the 4th. Haven't really seen much hitting in the direction of Hallie the last couple points.
This is that whole hit one more ball, and then when you're playing that much defense, sometimes they get a little too aggressive and hit it out. What a dig.
Shot from Haley to finish it off. She has had to play exceptional in this match.
She did a very good job filling in the middle there when Allie got pulled outside.
We've seen a couple of long serves, especially from Allie and Haley. Any advantage to kind of hitting it towards the baseline with your serve? Maybe being a little bit too aggressive?
Yeah, so in side-out scoring, you can be a little bit more aggressive on the serve, I believe, just because if you miss the serve, you don't lose a point.
Get another one to fall back on.
Yeah, and being able to serve deep is really helpful in getting that third shot to be a little bit easier. A little bit long there for Allie. She just overhit that one.
Juniors taking a lead here. Terrific spot on that one from Hallie. Go back to second serve here. 7-4-2.
Very good pressure there from Volley Johnson. Although they did get back, she kept them back and finished that point off. These juniors are super impressive, not only with their, I would assume we might see a little bit more drives, especially from the college team.
Side out.
And that, yeah, that one was long.
Yeah, right as you said that.
Yeah, that direction for volley, the wind is going, and I do think the ball is going to start playing a little bit faster here.
Great teamwork there. Kealoha and Evanson. Evanson kind of had to get out of the way. One of the shots made it over, but Kealoha played some great defense to cover, and they get the point.
Great defense there from Evanson. Volley hit a very good shot to her backhand and still was able to drop that right in the kitchen with a little bit of slice, which caused Volley to hit that into the net.
Another great shot from Evanson. This is where we saw her in the women's doubles and mixed doubles, as we said a few times, this is when she really turned things up after that break.
7-8-1.
You can see her through the first 3 points that she has done that yet again.
Yeah, Allie's not the tallest, but she has a really good backhand flick there in the middle, and then was able to finish that one off.
Second
Right
serve.
as we say that, pushes one into the net.
7-8-2. Side out.
Yeah, tough get there. Looks, again, some more communication there, Eric. It seemed like Allie was going to get it, and Hallie was going to get it, and they ran into each other there, and that one hit the top of the net.
Yeah, I'd like to see Haley let Allie take that one, because she was just pulled way off the court. What a hands battle.
Second serve.
Finished off by Allie Evanson.
Yeah, look at this replay right here.
8-7-2.
Quickness. That's what comes with experience in college, is the quickness a lot higher.
Side out.
See that one sail. And you would think as the juniors get more experience under their belt towards the college ranks,
7-8-1.
some of those hands battles might maybe go their way a little bit more.
Yeah, for sure. Good dig there from Haley.
Second serve.
Like,
So that was exactly what she should have been doing, but she took that volley and she was 2 feet off the kitchen line. If she had gotten up to the actual kitchen line, she would have put that ball away.
Side out.
another error there from Allie.
This is a close one. It's 8-7. The college team has really picked it up after that side switch.
8-7-1.
We'll see if the juniors can get off to a start on this side now.
Second serve.
That ball is much too low for volley to be hitting that drive. I would have much preferred to see
8-7-2.
a drop middle or cross court there.
Side out.
A very quick side out for the college team, so momentum has definitely swung their way. I'd like to see them get a couple of points.
7-8-1.
Also on the junior side, if they rattle off a couple points here, I'd like to see a timeout.
Kind of see they're picking on Johnson a little bit. You saw on that side out when they were serving, she was kind of hesitant to move away from the baseline. They really
8-8-1.
started attacking her.
Yep, that's what happens when you start hitting high third shots. You're basically stuck at the baseline.
Second serve.
I think Allie wants that one back there.
Yeah, definitely an unforced error there. Just kind of floated that one.
8-8-2.
What a point there from everybody involved. Allie was putting pressure on, but volley stayed in that point with the hands battles, and Aline had a really great reset there too.
Haven't really heard much from Aline in
Side
this
out.
match so far. She's kind of been quiet. As we mentioned, the collegiate team has kind of been picking on Johnson in this
8-9-1.
match. But Morales has had a really great match when she's been involved.
Yeah, Aline has by far the highest duper of any of the players here. She's a 5.29, and at 14 years old, I think the college players know that she is a
2nd serve.
5.0 player, so they're probably keeping the ball away from her on purpose.
Yeah, in case anybody's wondering, 5'2",
8-9-2.
really, really good. Almost had it right there.
Side out.
They're going to have to fish that one out. College team is really picking up some steam. This is, like you said earlier, this has been a great
9-8-1.
match so far. Going to 15, win by 2.
Second serve.
Just a little bit of a mistake there from Allie. But they'll get another serve.
9-8-2.
Wow, just in.
Point.
And the college college team gets a point. That was a really tough shot there for Allie. She almost had to shield herself and turn the
10,
other
8,
way
2.
to get that volley in.
That was I would call it a scorpion type of thing. She wanted her backhand, but then realized it was a little bit on her forehand,
Timeout
so she had to
receivers,
get
11-8-2, 1 minute.
and overhead that.
And
Time
probably
in.
both the college players
11,
from the
8, 2.
juniors a little bit as well. As college players are 4 points away from taking the women's doubles. Right down the middle, that was a great
Point.
shot.
Yeah, that's a very good counter by Allie. Volley had a ball that she could speed up, but Allie is sitting very much backhand
12,
with that
8, 2.
two-hand backhand counter, and was ready for that one.
Side out.
Really good point there. You saw Haley with a really good dig right here coming up on your screen. Really good shot
8,
cross
12,
court,
1.
but maybe just got a little bit too quick with it. Wow.
Second serve.
So one thing that, if just for the audience out there, if you're playing and, I
8,
like
12,
this
2.
switch. We'll talk about that after this point. So
Side
a
out.
couple of things. If your
Point,
partner is
excuse
getting
me, point.
targeted and they are hitting a lot of third shots, I'd
9,
like to
12, 2.
see Aline try to put more pressure on the college team by getting up to the kitchen line as Volley is hitting
Side
her
out.
third shots. Now, the juniors just switched sides, and Aline is playing on the left, which will help her take over more of the court
12, 9,
and
1.
take a little bit of pressure off of Volley. So I really like this switch. And now we switched back, which can be confusing for the college team. Maybe they don't know who to
Second
target.
serve.
So I like them mixing it up on the junior side to make sure that the college team
12, 9,
doesn't
2.
really know what's coming, and they're creating some chaos.
Yeah, tough shot there, hitting
Point.
the top of the tape. And as well with that, it like we talked about this whole day, it's been a great learning experience
13,
for
9,
everyone.
2.
Figure out what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are for later on down the road for everybody here.
Side
Flips
out.
on Evanson. We've been seeing that college team target that side of the court
9,
a
13,
lot.
1.
And like you mentioned, they made that switch because they want Morales to touch it as much as they can.
Good
Point.
things happen when Aline Morales touches the ball. Now, she is lefty, so if they do switch back to that where
10, 13, 1.
Aline is on the left side, the college team needs to start dinking middle because both backhands will be in the middle.
Point.
That was an amazing point by Volley Johnson. She hit a pop-up dink and covered middle great, played great defense, and then was able to finish off the point.
11, 13, 1.
An error from Haley.
Point.
One thing that you're seeing from the college players is the juniors get back into it.
12,
Is
13,
they're
1.
going after Morales, no matter what side she's on. Kind of playing some mind games of their own a little bit.
Point.
Juniors on a roll now.
Evanson just hit an out ball, but the juniors won't complain about that. It looks like the
Timeout
college team is
receivers,
taking
13,
a timeout
13,
here.
1. 1 minute.
Great job.
Time in.
Let's see where
13,
they go.
13, 1.
Juniors serving at 13 all.
That's
Second
a-
Start
serve.
there for the collegiates.
So on the screen, you can't really see it, but Kealoha really sliced that backhand
13,
volley,
2.
and it did not come up for a volley at all. even though the college team was keeping them back. And then Aline so smooth with that mid-court transition drop to get them both into the kitchen. And a great finish from volley.
Side out.
And that one would have done it right there. Like you mentioned, some great defense from the juniors.
13, 14, 1.
Here with the collegiates serving again. Great shot there, Kealoha, and it's now 14-all.
I'd like to see, I know that
14, 14, 1.
Volley wanted to speed those up, but she's speeding those up cross court at Haley, to Haley's forehand, and Allie was back. I'd like to see her just speed up straight ahead.
Point.
And another one right there, right as you said it. She sped that one up right to the corner. And Team College has a game point.
On the first serve, too.
15, 14, 1.
Just barely falling in, and Team College gets the win in women's doubles, 16-14. That was a fantastic showing from Morales and Johnson.